Welcome to today's episode, where we ask the question that has fueled poetry, art, and desire for centuries: are women beautiful? The answer isn't just in the curve of a smile or the spark in the eyes. It's in the way women command attention, stir emotions, and leave us wanting more. Beauty is power, it's danger, it's temptation. From the legends of femme fatale to the unapologetic confidence of modern icons, we'll explore how women's allure goes far beyond appearances. So pour yourself a glass, lean back, and let's get a little provocative together.
What does being beautiful mean to you?
Lovely question. I think beauty is something which is really personal to a person, and it varies. And especially for women, I do understand a couple of things which are external. But for me personally, beauty is something which is the very essence of being you, being unapologetically you. And that is not about being selfish that people associate with. And having acceptance for the changes that are happening throughout the period of life, and in terms of your aging and in terms of the bodily changes that happen, is what beauty means to me. And to put it simply, it's character.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between external beauty and internal beauty how people define it, right? And it's important to differentiate the two, but also understand that, beauty has a different definition to everyone, right?
Yeah,
like you were saying. So it's important to remember your own and understand what beauty means to you, which is why I asked you that question. I do want to ask you, what do you think that beauty standards or norms, how do they reinforce competition between women?
Oh, okay. So when it comes to beauty standards, it starts early on in life. You see your own mother wearing makeup, right? Once she's going out and she's like, oh, what the society is going to say me, let me just get something done. And this very constant thing about, which girl is going to get the popular guy in the class, and she has to, this is really prominent, sold in movies, sold in series, and lots of other things. And they'd be like, I have to be in a certain way, an ideal girl that a guy just gets me, and I have to be better than the girl who's in our class, because she's also nice, she looks like me, but I have to be better than her. So how can I, and then I'm going to look for tips and tricks of how can I, those people do those things. And it really reminds me of one of the things that someone told me a couple of years ago. And she said, you're just so slim, you're an ideal girl a guy would ever want. And for me personally, yes, I respect and acknowledge, thank you for the beautiful pair of eyes that you can see that, but I felt bad in a way that I'm not someone that ideal girl for a guy, just by my external looks. And that's the problem, that people are quick to associate certain external traits with something. That's called the halo effect, right? If you see certain positive traits, you're going to attach more of positive traits to them. Everyone has flaws and everyone is unique in their own ways. But the problem is when we attach this beauty standards to women, and then it breeds a sense of competition. Even within one's own families, mothers will say their daughters, lose weight, otherwise you be the left out one, who's going to marry you? Yeah. And that's how we're really reinforcing. And look at her neighbor's daughter. She's doing so well. She's so slim, and she's also got her color improved. Like she's got a fairer skin now. Why do we have to do that?
I mean, I think comparison is a really hurtful thing, and I think a lot of women, if not all of them, not all of us, have experienced being compared to someone, whether that be from a young age or later on. I mean, me personally, I used to, not in this beauty standards, but I would always get compared to my sister, right?
Even with
she's doing in school, look at all this is happening, or to my cousins, or to just any, daughter in a family we might know. So comparison can be very hurtful, and beauty standards definitely 100% reinforce that. And I love that you brought up skin color, because whether that be an uncomfortable topic for some or not, it is a very prominent theme in beauty standards, right? So I want to ask you, how do you think intersectionality plays into beauty standards?
Love that question. I think I just touched on those aspects about skin color, about the culture you come from, about your socioeconomic background, about your weight. Now, a scenario here, someone who is on a darker side of his skin, plus who's heavyweight, they'll have certain labels attached to them.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to be the left out one, or nobody's going to even give a damn about her, and she should lose weight, and she should probably look for some treatments, or even with the hair removal.
Yeah.
That's another big topic on its own. And women are very quick to judge another woman. Oh, she has hair on her body. I was someone who was teased for having hair on my body when I was just 10 years old.
I mean, no, I really sorry for cutting you off. Oh my God, yes. Having grown up here where, in my class, the majority of people, they were white, right? For me personally, at least. So whether my parents may have not judged me or said anything about having body hair, but when you see other people not having some, or when you see someone staring just a bit longer,
yeah, exactly, and they look at you
exactly. You notice these things, and then you're like, okay, I want to go get waxed, or I want to start shaving, or I want to get laser treatment, and which if that's what you want later, now, if I one day decide I'm okay, I want to get laser done, that's my decision.
Yeah.
If I make it, I'm like, sure, okay, fine. But when you're 12 and you're getting waxed, it's like, why? I'm like, it's so crazy because even body hair is a beauty standard now. And that's just completely absurd to me.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean? Everyone has body hair. Just because one person's body hair is blonde and mine is darker and you can see it, doesn't mean everyone doesn't have it. You're not going to stay a 5-year-old forever.
Yeah.
We all go through puberty. We all knows what happens. We change. Okay, body hair is natural. For some, I get very, very often someone will be like, oh, I love your eyebrows. You have such nice eyebrows.
Yeah, people will literally comment on your body features and be like, oh wow, I was commenting on this thing. Oh wow, you really have beautiful pair of eyes. I was like, yeah, thank you. But I think my thing is more than just the pair of the eyes that I have.
I always appreciate a compliment, but where I was going with this is yes, my eyebrows are nice. Do you know how much I got teased about my bushy eyebrows when I was younger? Because I wasn't getting them threaded yet, and I didn't need to. I was 12 years old. I'm not gonna go get my eyebrows threaded.
Honestly, I was teased about my upper lips and be like, you should really get this thing done, and they would literally pass indirect comments at school, and that really made me feel bad about myself. Was there something wrong with me?
100%. I mean, beauty standards are very Americanized, if that makes sense, right? It's light skin, straight hair, light eyes, everything. So it's amazing to anyone who has that, right? If you have blonde hair, if you have fair skin, good for you. But then it's representation matters because if you have dark skin and you grow up seeing that beauty standards is light skin, light hair, that's gonna do damage to
it. It will, and sometimes it's the songs, the movies that are reinforcing the terminology, which is used in such a way where it's literally reinforcing. Oh yeah, dark skin, curly, wild hair needs to be tamed. All those things. So yeah, it's very indirectly hinted. Nobody's gonna walk up to you and be like, you know what, you have curly hair, you better be civilized, wild person. Nobody will ever say that to you.
Of course not. But exactly, all these, seeing in movies that it's always the girl with blue eyes who gets everything she wants, or the colored person is just a side character. That's how you feel then.
Exactly. Even among girls, this is how it's reinforced. There'd be a girl gang on the other side, the opposition side, where they are against the person who is labeled as, who's the beautiful girl of the class, who's the handsome guy of the class. So this is how we really reinforce those beauty standards and norms.
No, exactly. It's in all the little things, right? And you just have to realize how much of an impact
it's so deep. It's so deep, yeah.
100%. How do you think social media plays into this, and the fact that women or men as well, but more specifically women are starting to use social media at a younger age now, you're gonna see an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old with an Instagram account, a TikTok account, and she's being exposed to all these beauty standards.
Oh, I'm sorry I have to bring this up, but social media also reminded me of really exposing your certain body parts where you'll be clicking your pictures in an angle which helps you derive more of attention. And I found this weird, and the kids are being exposed to that so early on that they'll start imitating the same thing without knowing the repercussions of it. And they think, well, that's a way of gaining attention, that's the way of grabbing attention, that's the way of proving your value and worth. Or I had a conversation with someone, and she was talking about her boobs and about the size of it, and she was like, I'm not happy with the size of my boobs. And that's also how women associate beauty standards. Oh, if you do not have a curvy body, how will if you don't have flesh on your body, how will a guy get attracted to you? So I think this is deeply, deeply insane to change something which you already are gifted with. Right? And for me, it's just, I think social media has been playing a big role in this. I'm not saying social media is bad, but the way you're going to use a tool defines it all. You can use a knife to chop vegetables, or you can use a knife to go and kill people outside. It's up to you.
100. I mean, social media inherently isn't bad. It's how people use it.
Exactly.
As everything. And I really like that you brought up this, surgery to change your body, because I'm not someone who's typically against plastic surgery or any type of preventative or augmentative surgery. But I will say, people are like, it's my choice. I'm doing this for me because I'm not happy. But why aren't you happy?
Because that's how society reinforced that in you. You're not happy because if you were happy, you would never have a thought of doing this.
Because if it was trendy to be flat-chested, you'd be happy. You'd be happy. So that's why I'm like, sure, no guy is pressuring to do this to you, but inherently society is pressuring to do this to
exactly. Or probably sometimes, your own female members would be like, oh yeah, I think if, you had a bit of flesh on your body, you would have looked way better. Won't that leave an impression on the child?
100%. And at my workplace, this was so shocking to me. I saw these group of teenagers. They had to be 13, 14 maximum. And they're talking, and one of them goes, she's like, yeah, I really want to get lip filler. And I was like, whoa, you're 13 and you're thinking, I didn't know what lip filler was.
Exactly. We didn't know. Literally we were
so that's why I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, whatever, it's fine that kids are on social media. But then other times I'm like, but this is how they know all of this.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how they're aware of this. And I can't even blame it on the parents, because you should know, but also sometimes you don't think about these little things.
But what's even interesting is, what if it happens within their own family? What if the mother is doing that? Well then...
Also 100% possible. I mean, especially speaking about intersectionality and women of color, it's very, very, very common for... mothers to reinforce these white traits onto their kids, right? Straightening your hair, looking a certain way, presenting yourself. It's very common, right? And so sometimes you don't even need social media to have these things fed to you. It's being fed to you.
And the other thing I want to just tie here is, as we were talking about self-hate, this is how self-hate creeps in. You're hating yourself, you're hating your body, you're hating for what you are in the first place. I'm not saying people will think, oh, then shouldn't you be working on improving yourself? Sorry, this is not improvement. This is changing yourself.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Know the difference between change and improvement. There's a huge variation. I want to change the way I look, the way the nature bestowed me with, and improving my thing that I was already gifted with. There's a huge difference between that.
100%. I'm someone who, I like to get clothes. I like to get my nails done. I am very much someone who's like that. And, I wear the clothes I wear because I feel good in them.
Exactly.
Because it makes me feel good. I'm not doing it for someone else. I'm not doing it because my mother told me to. And which is why I'm like, intentions are so important.
100%. I was about to mention this because even with me, I dress up because I love doing that. That is a source of joy for me. That's the way I express myself.
Exactly.
It's not because, I want to go on the streets and be a center of attention and gain attraction. No. That's none of my business. What is your intention behind doing certain things? If you're doing it well, if I dress a certain way, someone will look at me and probably I can find a partner. well, good luck then. Or if I'm just trying to lose weight for my partner so that now he finds me attractive and he stops attracting to other girls, please, if you're doing for all that purpose, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment and suffering.
100%. I do want to bring one thing up that I literally just remembered. It's becoming very common now for like schools to have culture day. I don't know if you've heard of it, but like, you know, it's you come to school dressed as like, you know, cultural clothing.
Oh.
Which, yeah, amazing, great.
Yeah.
The first time I had that was when I was in my last year of high school.
Okay.
So, you know, fully grown up, not fully developed.
I mean, yeah, it's a constant
I'm grown
process.
up now. And so I remember hearing this and I was like, I don't really feel comfortable, you know. I don't want to wear my cultural clothing to school. I feel a little weird. I'm just gonna wear normal clothes. I get to school with my normal clothes. Immediately, I'd be like, why are you wearing this? Why aren't you wearing your clothes? I was immediately targeted for not wanting to wear my cultural clothes. Not by girls, not by my friends, by guys. Which I also found a bit odd. Like, oh, but like, you're literally dressed up white. You're literally dressed up white. I'm like, actually, I'm wearing clothes I wear every day. Thank you very much. I'm not dressed up white. Also, how are you gonna judge me for not wearing my cultural clothing when my cultural clothing has been ridiculed so many times? You know what I mean? It's like, I grew up being like, oh, I don't want to dress like that because it's different. People are gonna stare at me. And now all of a sudden you want me to be okay with dressing that way because it's cultural day. Any other day, if I dress up like that, you're gonna look at me 2 seconds longer.
Okay, so thank you for bringing that up because I think this is something many people share. And you mentioned about people feeling uncomfortable when they dress a certain way and people are staring. And women are specifically the target of this one. They feel victimized by this.
Yeah.
Self-confidence and self-worth is when you stop giving a damn about people staring at you. The reason why they stare at you is to make you feel indirectly uncomfortable that there is something wrong with you. They won't come and walk to your face and be like, hey, you know what? You're dressed ugly. You're looking absolutely asshole. So better get it changed.
Of course not. But
they do it indirectly. So now it's up to you if you want to take that signal.
Of course. But what really bothered me about the situation was that, you know, you can't decide one day you're not going to, collectively, no one's going to make fun of how other people's culture is. And then every other day it will be. So like, if today I didn't feel like wearing that, that's up to me, you know. You don't know what my cultural clothing looks like. You don't know how heavy it is. You don't know how long it's going to take me to get to school, having to carry that with me in the winter. It's going to get wet. You know, you don't know my reasoning behind it. It's like, if I want to wear that now, not before. Before I would have probably been shy. But now if I want to wear my cultural clothing, I will. Like if I have an event, I'm not shy about it. If I need to take the metro, the bus, anything with my clothes on, it's fine. But really what bothered me was being judged for not wearing it. But any other day, I would have been judged for wearing it.
Oh, 100%. And that's the irony of our society.
Yeah.
Honestly, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Because there are certain dedicated days then when Valentine's Day, let's take an example, the biggest example of this, that's the time you're showering your partner with everything, this and that, and the other days there's absolute fight and shit happening inside your private space. So it's the same. Why so ironical?
Yeah.
Why can't we be one?
Exactly.
Right? One day you want to celebrate, the other day you want to ridicule. Well, and people say the life has become so complex, things have become messed up. So sorry, nothing is messed up. It's us who've really created a lot of mess and complexity around our lives.
Yeah. I think we've gone on for quite some time now, so I'm gonna ask you one last question. How do you think we can, you know, take the first step towards changing how beauty standard norms are?
Okay, this one is a bit something to think about. But the first thing is to really fall in love with the person that you see in the mirror every day. Nothing to do much, just look at yourself, just place your hand on the mirror and feel like you're holding the hand of that person and say, I love you. I think that's the first thing, when you just even start inculcating that before anything else. And that I love you, when you say that to yourself, truly, every day. And I literally heard it from one of the podcasts that I was listening to. it's so beautiful when you incorporate that practice. It's not going to take like 10 or 20 minutes of a day, it's just going to take 3 seconds. And people are not that busy. It's all about priorities, let me tell you that. Doing that is the first step to really come out of the beauty standards that we've
Yeah,
got.
I mean, starting with yourself.
Because self-hate is the one of the biggest harbinger of, and the one which propels getting things done on yourself, just to, change yourself and fit in. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.